And that's just a rationalization. Hitler and Goebbels both said good propaganda is simple and mindless and speaks to people's own laziness. Well, guess what, folks? The banks are imploding the economy. They are setting up a world government. You can read Charlie Skelton's great columns at the London Guardian while he's there reporting, and we'll put that up on screen on TV for folks. You can also go to his website. Tell us the best ways to read your reportage while you're there in Spain covering our owners.
Go to the Guardian website. If you just go to guardian.co.uk, you will, I'm sure, find me somewhere. Put in the word Bilderberg.
Yeah, Charlie Skelton, Bilderberg, it's all over the place. Now expanding on this, because I segued into what happened to you last year, what type of security are you seeing? What's some of the other intel you picked up from inside the Club Bilderberg?
Well, in terms of just the security, it's the same thing. It's absolutely immense. There are just dozens and dozens of police cars. There are dozens and dozens of riot police vans. I mean, they are kitting themselves up as if they're about to be attacked by 100,000 heavily armed troops. Whereas in fact there are there's maybe 24, very nice, kind people sitting outside who are a little bit clued up, who are sitting outside this police cordon just saying, I'm not quite sure that what is going on up the hill is exactly right. I'm not quite sure that people up there are strategizing in my interests, or in fact in the interests of the majority of human beings on the planet. And, and they're there and they're saying their little thing and they're holding their signs. And a few meters away are people that, machine guns and police helicopters circle ahead. And you just think, what exactly are they expecting? I mean, seriously. I mean, who are they expecting to come running up that hill?
Well, they know they're identified, and they know we're looking at them. And they can't be happy that 10 years ago you'd see no news about Bilderberg. Now you Google the term. There are hundreds of articles a day in prestigious publications admitting Queen of the Netherlands, Prince of Holland, representatives of the British royalty, the Spanish royalty. They're all there, and people are going, wow, there really is an elite. And how dumb we were to be told no children, elites don't exist. Spain doesn't exist. Sitges doesn't exist. The city they're meeting in. None of it exists. Go back to sleep. The bankers love you.
Yeah. They don't love us. They don't love us. They barely hate us. I think they just treat us as ones and zeros.
Now, this source in the hotel, what are they saying they're going to help you get info throughout the conference?
No, I think that's closed up. It was purely while we were there in contact. You've got to understand that the people running the conference, there are all kinds of different people. There are people who just simply are there to put up the lighting rigs. There are people there simply, moving in crates of watermelons into the... there's lots of people. It requires a lot of manpower.
No, there's the maids, there's the security people, there's the police. But larger than that, and I'm not telling you what to do, but I've always tell Tucker this, I tell all of them this, because it seems 101 to me, but then I'm always in a hurry to get back to it, and I don't do it. I need to go to Bilderberg 3 or 4 days before, be there during it, covering it when I'm kicked out, and then the real intel is after they leave, going back in and taking your time interviewing all the insiders, and beforehand getting them to dig stuff out of the trash for you like Jim Tucker does. But final segment, give us a bird's eye view, kind of a preview of the info you're going to be giving us on Friday when you join us. Charlie Skelton, London Guardian reporter, reporting from Bilderberg in Spain 2010. And we got Tucker and others joining us tomorrow. This is going to be extremely informative. Stay with us. We're going back to Charlie Skelton here in just a moment. Our continued Bilderberg coverage, at least 1 hour a day throughout the rest of the week, and then a little bit into next week with the aftermath of it. Always key intel gleaned and garnered during this time. Other key articles that are up on the network website, GCN, that's GCNlive.com. Iran to dump 45 billion euros for gold bullion and dollars. Al-Qaeda number 3 killed again. This by Steve Watson. Very important article. They just kill these guys over and over again, never retract the last time they kill them. U.S. Mint sells more gold coins in May than any month since January 99. Put patients and doctors back in control of health care. Key article by Ron Paul at GCNlive.com. Secret of Bilderberg Club ready for protest. London Times. We've got Ray McGovern, Obama's Timidity and Death at Sea, dealing with his perspective on the Israel boarding situation. That's all up at gcnlive.com. In the 3 or 4 minutes we've got left, I want to thank Charlie Skelton for giving us his first exclusive. I look forward to his report on Friday at the end of the Bilderberg meeting or near the end. It ends Saturday. But if you do start getting arrested or harassed, we're going to check in with you tomorrow. I want to get you on before Friday, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I really hope that's not the case, but yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, I got arrested just flying into Canada, and they screamed and yelled at me and said, "You're here for the conference, you bleeping piece of filth, you American garbage." So, I mean, they do this to basically everybody. But in the last 3 or 4 minutes we've got left, other key tidbits of data that you got while you were inside the resort before they threw you out.
Well, do you know what? I've got a few things, but I just want to say that you know, my role here isn't. I don't really see myself as trying to get that intel and to I do have some stuff which I'm holding a little bit back, to be quite honest with you, to write about in the Guardian. But that's terrible, isn't it? But
no, it's not. No, I mean we'll get full details in the Guardian, but tell us more. I mean, tell us some of what you've picked up.
Well, no, do you know what? I'd like to just talk about what I picked up from putting together. I've been trying to sort of put together a little bit of a kind of, I guess you call it a press campaign for Bilderberg 2010. And, I put together a website called trilever.com, trilever.com. And, and I'm putting up press releases there, as it were, almost on behalf of Bilderberg. And, I've been ringing up the news agencies, and I rang up you'll enjoy this one, I rang up BBC foreign news desk, if it was for the TV. And, I preface this by saying I've had a lot of good experience with the BBC over the last few days, and I'm due to do an.
So you're trying to get the mainstream media. You're trying to get the mainstream media to report on this.
Yeah, exactly. That's my role here. I really do see that as what I'm trying to do. And I rang up the BBC foreign news desk of their TV news section, I'm negotiating with them about the story, about what they might do with it, and I'm feeding them ideas for stories. I ring back the next day, and the guy goes, "Oh yeah, Bilderberg's been taken off our diary." And I said, "Sorry, what?" And he said, "Yeah, look, it wasn't my decision." He sounded quite shifty.
Can you tell us his name, because that's big news that BBC was hot on this, and then the story got killed?
Do you know what? I can't remember his name. I've written it down though somewhere.
Was this with BBC TV or BBC Radio?
I think it was BBC TV News, and it was but yeah, they said it's been taken off the diary, and he said it wasn't my decision. And
we're almost out of time. We'll talk to you again Friday. But any other key info that we're going to be looking for in the Guardian in more detail?
Sorry, well, I mean, I'm just going to be rambling on as usual and seeing what's what and trying to.
All right, well, Mr. Skelton, we're out of time. We're glad you're there. We'll check in with you again tomorrow if anything breaks, but for sure on Friday. Thank you so much. Retransmission starts now. Infowars.com. You don't want to miss.